Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is written for advanced English learners. Ready? Let's get started. C1, C2 English Story. Willowbrook Village. In the heart of southern England, nestled between rolling green hills and lush meadows, lay a hidden gem of a village called Willowbrook. With its rich history and beauty, it was a place that seemed to have sprung from the pages of a fairy tale. Willowbrook was a place where time seemed to slow down, and the charm of its stunning cottages and the warmth of its welcoming community created a sense of enchantment. The village's storybook setting included awe-inspiring architecture dating back centuries. Willowbrook was renowned for its preservation of historical buildings, and many of its cottages had won prestigious prizes for their timeless beauty and immaculate upkeep. The owners took immense pride in their beautiful homes. With their thatched roofs, rose-covered facades, and quaint little gardens brimming with colourful flowers, these cottages looked like they had stepped out of a painting. Visitors from around the country were captivated by the village's historical significance, and it wasn't uncommon to see tourists wandering its cobbled streets, eager to uncover the tales of the past. The locals were always happy to share stories about the village's medieval origins with visitors. One of the most treasured spots in Willowbrook was its beloved village square, adorned with a centuries-old stone fountain that stood tall and proud at its centre. Surrounded by ancient oak trees, the square was a hub of activity, where locals gathered for seasonal festivals, farmers' markets, and celebrations that brought the community together. The locals liked any excuse for a party. What truly set Willowbrook apart was the breathtaking view from the top of Lavender Hill. A short hike through several footpaths led visitors to the summit, where they were rewarded with a panoramic view that took their breath away. From this vantage point, the village was laid bare, with the vast expanse of the English countryside stretching out before them. On a clear day, the glimmering sea sparkled like a million diamonds in the distance. Couples would climb the hill to watch the sunset. Families would have picnics in the nearby meadows, and artists would capture the stunning landscape on their canvases. Willowbrook was not just a feast for the eyes. It was also a place of kind-hearted souls and a tight-knit community. The village exuded a sense of warmth and hospitality, where neighbours knew each other by name and warmly greeted visitors with a smile and a helping hand. The local tea shop was a favourite gathering spot, where villagers would swap stories over scones and a piping hot pot of English breakfast tea. As the years went by, Willowbrook's reputation spread like wildfire, and people from across the country made special trips to this magical village to experience its beauty and immerse themselves in its rich history. Yet, despite the influx of visitors, Willowbrook managed to maintain its quaint charm and close-knit community spirit. The villagers recognized the delicate balance between sharing their treasured village with outsiders and preserving its tranquility. The community came together to ensure that any developments remained sensitive to the village's unique character, and strict guidelines were put in place to protect the historical buildings and maintain the beauty of its surroundings. Willowbrook continued to win awards for its history and beauty. The village was featured in travel magazines, and photographers flocked to capture its essence. Yet, Willowbrook remained a well-kept secret, with locals cherishing the privilege of calling it home. Now, let's go through some of the advanced English vocabulary you have read in this story. We have also put some explanations in place to help you understand the words. Awe. Awe means a feeling of wonder or admiration. An example of this would be, the breathtaking view from the mountaintop filled me with awe. Essence. Essence is the fundamental nature or quality of something. For example, the essence of her argument was that kindness should be a priority. Influx. Influx is a sudden arrival or entry of a large number of people or things. For example, the summer holidays brought an influx of tourists to the town. Quaint. Quaint. If somewhere or something is quaint, it is charmingly old-fashioned or unique in an appealing way. It is usually quite beautiful. For example, the quaint village was filled with narrow, cobbled streets. Renowned. Renowned means famous or well known for something. For example, the renowned artist's paintings were displayed in galleries around the world. Upkeep. Upkeep is the act of maintaining or keeping something in good condition. For example, regular upkeep of the garden ensured its healthy appearance. The next one is an idiom. To spread like wildfire. To spread like wildfire means to rapidly and widely disseminate or become popular. For example, the news of the new restaurant's delicious food spread like wildfire through social media. Adorn. Adorned. To adorn means to decorate or embellish something, and it is usually very pretty and visually appealing. For example, the room was adorned with colourful banners for my friend's birthday. Brimming. Brimming means to be filled to the point of overflowing. For example, her eyes were brimming with tears of joy as she watched her daughter perform in the school play. Cobbled. When something is cobbled, it is made of or resembling cobbled stones and often used to describe a rough surface. Lots of old streets in England are cobbled. So an example here is the street had cobbled walkways. Enchantment. Enchantment means a feeling of delight or magic or perhaps captivating beauty. For example, the forest was filled with an enchantment that made it feel like a fairy tale. Expanse. Expanse is a wide and open area or surface. For example, the endless expanse of the desert seemed to stretch on forever. Exude. To exude means to emit or release something, often a quality or feeling. For example, her confidence exuded from every word she spoke during her or the presentation. Facade. A facade is the outward appearance or the front of a building, so a person can put on a facade as well. For example, despite their cheerful facades, the actors were dealing with issues. Flock. To flock means to gather or move in a group or crowd. Birds often flock together. For example, here as well, visitors flock to the beach to witness the rare phenomenon. Glimmering. Glimmering means shining or sparkling softly. For example, the moonlight created a glimmering reflection on the lake. Immaculate. If something is immaculate, it is perfectly clean, neat, or tidy. For example, the hotel room was immaculate. Immerse. To immerse is to become fully involved or engaged in something. For example, she decided to immerse herself in learning a new language, as you are now. Meadow. A meadow is a grassy area of land often used for grazing or recreational. E.g., the children played games in the meadow, surrounded by wildflowers. Meadows are often very beautiful areas. Nestled. Nestled means settled or positioned comfortably and snugly. For example, the cabin was nestled among the tall pine trees. Panoramic. Panoramic is relating to an unobstructed view, and it's usually covering a wide area. So from the tower, we enjoyed a panoramic view of the city. From the top of the Empire State Building, you can enjoy a panoramic view of New York City. Sparkled. To sparkle is to shine or twinkle with small flashes of light. For example, the stars sparkled in the sky. Sprung means arisen or originated suddenly or unexpectedly. For example, a new art gallery has sprung up in the heart of the village, attracting many new visitors. Thatched. Thatched means covered with straw, reeds, or a similar material. So the quaint cottage had a charming thatched roof. Tranquility. Tranquility is the state of being calm, peaceful, and free from disturbance. For example, the tranquil garden provided an escape from the city. Vantage. A vantage is a favorable position or viewpoint. For example, from this vantage point, we could see the valley spread out below us. Or if you wanted to use one of our other words, from this vantage point, we could see a panoramic view of the city. Preservation. Preservation is the act of maintaining, protecting, or conserving something. For example, the Historical Society's main goal is the preservation of the town's heritage building. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations with the vocabulary used in context. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs on Etsy. You can find the link in the description box below. See you soon!